If your teens are anxious, you've probably tried reassuring them that everything will work out fine. Or maybe you've tried telling them to focus on the positive things going on in their lives, but their anxiety still seems to be getting the better of them, and you know it's affecting their well-being and motivation. So what you need are research-backed tips that are proven to work. Here's the first tip that will enable you to help your anxious teenagers effectively. Don't solve your teens' problems for them. As a parent, it's natural for you to want to fix your teens' problems. So when you hear your teens talking about what's causing them stress and anxiety, it can be tempting to say things like this. If you're so worried about the test next week, why don't you start studying now? Don't worry so much about what other people think. You should put your phone away whenever you're doing your work. Then you won't have trouble meeting deadlines. Here's the thing about helping teens who struggle with anxiety. They don't need a lecture from you, and they don't need you to fix the situation. They need to know that you're trying hard to understand their feelings and perspective. Try to give your teens your full attention and resist the temptation to offer unsolicited advice. Show understanding by saying something like this. It sounds like you feel a lot of pressure to juggle your responsibilities, and you're afraid that you're not going to be able to fulfill all your responsibilities well. Such emotional validation helps your teens to understand that it's okay for them to be worried or afraid. As Dr. Crystalline Salters Pentnold discusses in this article she wrote for Verywell Mind, emotional validation communicates that you accept and value your teens, and also strengthens the relationship between you and your teens. The research even shows that emotional validation will help your teens to regulate their emotions better. I'm Daniel Wong. I'm a teen coach and I specialize in helping teens to thrive. Now let's talk about tip number 2. Help your teens develop coping skills. Your teens need effective tools to deal with feelings of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. Here are 2 coping strategies that you can encourage your teens to practice. 1. Breathing exercises. Rapid, shallow breathing is a natural reaction to anxiety. What's the problem with this? Shallow breaths make anxiety worse and can even lead to panic attacks. So teach your teens to take slow, deep, and steady breaths. As clinical psychologist Dr. Julie Fraga says, deep breathing can help intense sensations, experiences, and emotions feel less threatening. Many studies have shown that deep breathing helps to reduce stress and anxiety. 2. Journaling. If your teens have a hard time talking about their anxiety, invite them to try journaling. They'll find that their thoughts are less scary when they're written down. They can spend just a few minutes each day journaling about how they feel and what triggered their feelings of anxiety. As Dr. Joshua Smith and other researchers have found, journaling leads to increased feelings of well-being and decreased mental distress. Tip number 3. Encourage your teens to volunteer. When it comes to helping anxious teens, sometimes the best solution is for them to start doing things for the benefit of others. Dr. Ricky Lawton's research shows that volunteering increases mental well-being and overall happiness. One reason for this is that when you do things to serve others, your levels of the feel-good hormones, oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine increase. This leads to lower levels of stress. I've noticed the benefits of volunteering firsthand with my teenage coaching clients. When teenagers do things for the benefit of others, they become more grateful. They learn to think beyond themselves, which gives them a sense of purpose. If your teens are hesitant to volunteer, don't force them into it. Instead, find a community activity or service learning project that you can participate in as a family. Your teen will see that you too are committed to giving back, and you'll strengthen your relationship with your teen in the process. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please click the like button. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on future videos about helping teens to thrive. Tip number 4. Encourage your teens to take care of their physical health. Sometimes, simple lifestyle changes are what it takes to reduce anxiety in teens. According to Harvard Health Publishing, many people who struggle with anxiety also have trouble sleeping. This probably doesn't come as a surprise. It can be a vicious cycle. Teenagers can't sleep when they're anxious, but then they feel anxious about not being well rested. If your teenagers have trouble sleeping, encourage them to limit their screen time before bed, avoid bright lights at night, develop a relaxing evening routine, get morning sunlight whenever possible. Anxious teenagers should try to exercise regularly too. Physical activity stimulates the production of serotonin and endorphins, both of which have been shown to positively affect teens' ability to manage anxiety and stress. If your teens don't currently have an exercise routine, going for a short walk every day is a good start. Tip number 5. Pay attention to the strengths of your teens. The brains of your teens are changing rapidly. At the same time, your teens are discovering their personality, talents, and interests. As they navigate these changes, it's natural for them to sometimes question their abilities or even their self-worth. Negative thoughts might start to creep in, such as, "Why am I such a failure?" Or, "Do my friends actually like me?" So try to create a positive home environment. Celebrate your teens' unique strengths and encourage them to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of being kind and understanding toward yourself, especially when you feel like you've failed. Dr. Kristin Neff's research has shown that self-compassion is linked to reduced anxiety and stress and increased overall well-being. So help your teens to accept their flaws while also taking responsibility for making positive changes. Now you know how you can help your anxious teenager. But does your teenager lack motivation sometimes? If so, I have a resource for you. It's this free ebook I've written entitled 16 Keys to Motivating Your Teenager. Visit daniel-wong.com/ebook to download the ebook today. I've also included the download link in the description below. And here's this other video I've created about the 4 things parents should say to their teens every day, because these simple phrases help teens to grow and develop. Unfortunately, 99% of parents don't say these things to their teens every day. You'll find this video useful, so watch it next.